And I have a question from our friend Jeff Levac. I had him on last week. We talked about the FireWolves
Never
a little bit. Never heard of them? All right. But he asked a question. I kind of want to. I guess you kind of taking it back to you. The FireWolves recently rebranded their logo. Does that mean we're going to get a throwback night with the old logo? We'll have throwback jerseys with the old logo and the new logo, or is it just going to be the one logo for this new logo going forward?
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff Levac, for posing that question. I love it. He's got his own platforms, doesn't he? Getting us that question on his own. I love it. But, and thank you for bringing that up because it should be addressed. But yeah, we came, our brand, we told the story of our brand, and we're pretty excited about kind of how that originated. And it all originated from, we want to pay homage to the people that were here before us, to the people who invented this sport, which is the Native American community. The Albany attack paved their way when they came through here. So there is a foundation of, 100% lacrosse growing in this market. And we didn't want to just come and take advantage of that. We want to pay homage to that and kind of, go down that path. So we put our brand together based around that. And it really originated from the Native Americans and this Albany kind of telling the story that, Albany was called the fireplace for a while in the Native American community because it's basically, think of, just all the different towns and names that we have that, pay respect to that. But the fireplace, when you think of fire or when you think of a fireplace, really what happens is people gather around that, right? So it's a fireplace, you kind of, bonfires, a fire pit, like people gather. And that's what we love that, and like gather around. COVID's done. Come back to our den. The wolf is like basically a majestic beast. It's like commands respect. It's alpha. So we love that, that part of it. And we kind of took that from the attack. Their mascot was a wolf. So we kind of tied all this together. We created our original logo. And then when we created that logo, there were some stakeholders in the business that looked at that and basically said, listen, I think we could do a little bit better, because what we're trying to do is we don't want to come off as overly beastie. We don't want to come off as overly aggressive. We want to be friendly. We're a wolf, but we want to be kind of, welcoming as well to not the foe and the people who come to play us, but to our community. So we had a chance to go back and look at it, and there were different marketing things that I was doing that made a little bit more sense to kind of clean it up and go in a different direction. And one of the things we all agreed upon is, like, if you look at the NHL and you look at different leagues that cater towards that Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, all the millennials, right? If you look at what's happening there, like they're creating something different every week. They're creating like the neon look on, certain dates and stuff like that. So we thought exactly what you just said is, like, we are going to bring back retro night, and we are going to pay respect to the New England Black Wolves, who we just moved the team from, who New England, those fans didn't want to see a team go. It was, unfortunately, It was a business decision, right? So we want to welcome them back in. They're the Black Wolves, we're the FireWolves. We want to welcome back the old attack, fan base and pay homage to that. So we want to be able to go retro and do some fun things. So you're going to see us spark it up. Even, like our signature, the AFW, like we have different looks. Yep. We'll have a standard primary look, which is kind of what I'm wearing now and kind of what we just rolled out. But I think you're going to see some creativity in merchandise and in different things that we do that'll reflect well upon it. And I think people like kind of fun new stuff too. So we want to kind of constantly create that. It's a whole different world that consumes our sport now. So there's a lot of, the merchandise behind it and merchandising that you do around it. So that was our game plan coming into it.